Hello, everybody watching. Yeah, Summit 681. It's summer and it's like this in Cape Town. Can you see anything? uh, I was like coming up here and people were like, we didn't go to the top. There was no view. And I guess people do these things for different reasons. Nothing wrong with looking for a nice view, but I suppose we all have our own journey. And yeah, some of us want to get to the top because we want to get to the top. Yeah, and enjoy the journey, rain or shine. And that is life. Life is a lot like this situation right now. You've seen my previous videos, you know what it should look like. And it's not always going to look like that. All pretty and sunny and sunshine and beautiful mountain. But it's there. It's there. Just gotta be patient and have faith. Yeah, I'm getting quite philosophical right now. So yesterday I finally wrote my testimonial to my life coach, Despo, Tzoumaki. So let's first touch base on the idea of a life coach. I remember a time when I thought life coaching was like a gimmick or why would someone need a life coach? And what's wrong with you? And the thing is, we could ask the same thing of why do you need to have a psychologist or a psychiatrist? Why do you need a coach to help you swim better, or a swimming coach if you know how to swim? It's to help you improve yourself. That's the point. That is the point. And life coaching is not just, I also remember Rian Manso once asked me what I thought of it. And then at the time also was like, I didn't have anything negative to say about it, but I was keen to figure it out and research it. And, life coach is a new thing that's come up, and it's not because of a trend or because of whatever reasons. Oh my God, what are these Norwegians doing? They mustn't follow me. It's the usual monkey see, monkey do thing. I hope these monkeys don't do what I do just because I sit here. That's besides the point. I'm not trying to be mean by calling them monkeys. It's the monkey see, monkey do thing. Like sometimes people underestimate their abilities or overestimate their abilities and then do things that other people do every day. So it's okay. They went back. Good. So life coaching, from my point of view, because I have a life coach, and her name is Despo, Tzoumaki, and I think she's like one of the best life coaches in the world. I'll talk more about her in a bit, but life coaching is something that's come up because the more we've improved our technology, the more we have divided ourselves, and the more the community has broken up. Back in the days, hundreds of years ago, you had a community, a village, and everyone looked after each other. Some people provided the fish, some people provided the vegetables, some people provided this, and that. It was all a little economy sort of exchanged between a group of people, and that's how people bonded and got to know each other and became friends. Not necessarily purely based on trade, but just based on experiences and wanting to make life better for themselves and their children, and safety and life improvement. Some had more motivation and ambition than others, and that's fine. The thing is, people were talking to each other. Fast forward a few hundred years, and here we are. I mean, we've got social media. We've got, gosh, man, we were sending messages to outer space, and we've distanced ourselves even far more. So now we've distanced ourselves not only from our friends, but also from mentors that we used to have. Hundreds of years ago, they were mentors. They They were the elders that you looked after, and you learned from them, and you grew, and the information that they gave you, you processed it and you developed it and became more and more. There's no such thing as mentorship anymore. There is, but there's a price on it. There's a price on it, and it's sad, but it's, I also agree with, if you're good at something, never do it for free, because it's your time. And people have become very much, people use people who give their time away for free. I've noticed that. So it loses value. So the values have changed, and that's why it's so important to not look down on life coaching and people who have life coaches. I think it's a really brave choice. It shows you're willing to be vulnerable and work on yourself and improve yourself and be a better person. And I'm not saying that so there are some brilliant life coaches, and then there's some life coaches that are probably still figuring it out. But I think I have the best life coach, so that's my opinion. I also call her a reliant trainer, because Despo has helped me arrive at the point where I'm no longer I used to be very shy and not think of myself as too highly, because I was scared to go towards the egotistical / arrogant side. And it's like I said previously, it's like space. Sometimes you gravitate and you just lose and you go into the black hole, and we're all scared of that. But it's also good to have your own back and know who you are. And I don't know who's watched the Marvel movies. Some of you have, some of you haven't, but everybody knows the part, or most people will understand that the whole Marvel saga that started out with the first Iron Man movie, where Tony Stark said, "I am Iron Man," and he said it in a very arrogant way. Fast forward to almost 14 years later, and in Endgame, his last words, in a very humble and sacrificing way, he says, "I am Iron Man. I accept that I am. I accept my responsibility." And because it's all fun and games being a superhero, but you have a responsibility to help others and inspire others, and you have also a responsibility to help yourself and make sure that you are strong enough to back yourself and your family, and start from within. And Despo, I don't think she watches these Marvel movies, but maybe one day she will. But she's, in the beginning with the 500, I was like, I'm Iron Man, and I was like, but I was like, don't say that. I've done nothing, and I think I've accomplished a lot. But after this year, it's been a heavy year, and one day I think I'll write more about it in my book than talk about it. But Despo got me to the point where I accepted that I am Lion Man, and for better or worse, you know what I mean? Like rain or shine, you can't escape your destiny. And Lion's Head has given me an identity, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. I love it. It's it's the way, it's like Superman's own sanctuary, where he goes to speak to his father, or where he goes to recharge in the sun, or it's where people go to hide. So I've seen a lot of people come up here solo, alone, and they come to mend their hearts, and for me that's a very beautiful thing to watch them make an effort, not effort, but just look after themselves and cry their souls out and just get it done. And this mountain absorbs so much energy, it absorbs so much from so many people, and it cleanses them. Like, I love this weather right now. It's so cleansing. It really is very cleansing for me to be up here and in the rain and the mist, So this is when I do my double summits, because it's also easy on the knees. But yeah, so my life coach Despo, I wrote a testimonial and she was emotional. She responded, but I'm going to say it on video that everything that I wrote I meant, and I want to thank you for resuscitating and bringing me back to life, bringing the lion back to life. The lion was always there. It's just, yeah, it's sometimes you doubt yourself and you try and do so many things because you're thinking that there's more to it, but it's very simple. You are who you are and you accept who you are, and all you have to work on is your own insecurities and love yourself. And my life coach kept me on a path. She kept me disciplined, because I struggle with discipline. I struggle with accountability. My ADHD. I'm not blaming my ADHD on it, but my ADHD is not making it easy. It's like not having a dashboard and not knowing where you're at, and sometimes you lose track. And it's always nice to have someone who's willing to watch your back and tell you, how to stay on the road. And that is the same thing an elder would do, a mentor would do, And that's so. Yes, sure. I'm paying someone to tell me how to live a better life, but I will gladly do that if that means that I can help other people too, and help myself, and also learn from that person. And it's a two-way street. Your mentors and your life coaches learn from you not as much maybe, but you learn from each other. There's an exchange of knowledge, and that is precious. That is what you should appreciate. We're becoming smarter and smarter and dumber and dumber at the same time because of our communications. It's become so easy to communicate over text and all these other things that we've sort of lost the whole having a conversation and being open and being vulnerable. Vulnerability is, a lot of people always say, harden the F up and all that. And you know what? I know they mean it in jest, but hardening up doesn't necessarily help unless what you mean is, unless the hardening up means that you got to keep on going forward, which I agree with. But if you have something in you that you need to face, and you need to, whatever it is, demons or pain or something, sit with it. That takes balls. That takes bravery. Sitting with your issues, having a drink with your monsters, and asking them, why are you here? And maybe they just wanted a hug. So sit with it, accept the emotions, accept everything that's happening to you, and let it. But I've learned also you have to act like a harbor, and everything comes and goes like ships. Your sadness, your happiness. The most important thing, and there's a massive difference between being happy and being at peace. I tried to explain this to someone, and it didn't sink in. And surprise, surprise, the results ended up with a net, not a net positive, but but be at peace. You can be at peace and still be in pain, because there's always going to be some form of pain somewhere that you're dealing with. So you can be sad and be at peace and move on, but having a war going on in your head and being your own worst enemy, blaming everyone around you, playing victim mode and whatever, that is not peace. That is you wrestling in a sinkhole or whatever, quicksand. You're just making it worse for yourself. And it's what they say, until you are willing to learn the lesson and accept the lesson, the universe or God or Allah will keep sending you lessons until you learn it. And you can only open doors to where you want to be until you figure out how to unlock the door. And that takes patience, and it takes a lot. It takes inner work. Inner work, my friend. It's a thing that let's see, someone's calling me and I'm not in a mood to answer. Phone calls on a mountain, how about that? Yeah, dude, I'm not going to answer you right now, sorry. See, I put a phone down just for you. So I'm dedicating the summit to everyone who's had a tough year, but I'm also dedicating the summit to a very special person, Despo, who's been the Alfred to my Batman, has been the what you call it, Jor-El to my Kal-El. That's a Superman term. She's kept me on the straight line. We've built an interesting and really special relationship, and we both are learning from each other. And I really hope that her clients watch this and realize that they're dealing with someone who's got only true intentions, and she's always looking to make the world a better place, minute by minute, with every meeting and every session that you have. So, yeah, thank you, Despo, and thank you to your brother Naso, who's always been awesome. But this is your show, Despo. So I got her a hoodie that says Lion Trainer on the back with the Lion 500 in the front, and not many people get to wear that. Shaim has a shirt like that, and Pri has a shirt like that, who are my trainers at the gym, and Mr. Mike, the Zulu boxer, he has one as well. It's a very small club that has that. So I really appreciate you, and I hope that I look forward to working with my life coach, who's the Lion Trainer. I'd rather call it the Lion Trainer, to make 2025 awesome. And I told him my theme for 2025 is to be consistent. Consistency, even in the smallest of victories. So thank you, Despo, for being awesome. You're doing a great job. And she hasn't been a life coach for that long. And I think this is the job she was born to do. To be a guide for people. Call it whatever you want, spirit guide, or just to be someone who's, showing the way and looking within themselves to figure out how to help you. So, yep. If you still don't believe in life coaches, that's all good. It's all good. There's people who don't believe in psychologists, and I'm studying it, and I find it fascinating. I think everyone should study psychology to understand the human mind. But yeah, I am Lion because of Despo and a lot of other people. It's not just one person, but I have my key people that helped out, and I have some beautiful people that helped out this year. And whatever crises and things that happened in 2024 also brought me closer to people, amazing people. So sometimes the universe has to create chaos for you to start appreciating those that give you peace. So yeah, salutations from the top. It's not that scenic, like I said, and but yeah. Anyway, Despo, one day we'll come here when it's a sunny day, but we'll also come here like this. Maybe we'll see if you like it. But either way, this is a special mountain with special energy, and Temple Mountain's supposed to be over there. But yeah, I look forward to bringing my friend Despo up here. And for everyone, happy 2025 ahead. May that be the year that you rise and find your own lion inside you, if you haven't. And if you, be patient. It's there. Love yourself. Give time to yourself. Understand yourself. It's not selfish. It's selfish if you keep helping everyone else, and then you fall apart, and then you can't help them anymore. So remember, charity starts at home, and the real work is here. Yeah. Look after the software in your head, and the mind leads and the body will follow, just as Jamie Murray would say. How's it, Jamie? So, yeah, that's it. 20 minutes. Long podcast vibe. And yeah, love you all. Mountains are medicine. Look after yourself. Please follow me some more. It won't always be this long, but I thought it's a special day, and I thought I'd dedicate it to someone special. So, cheers.